Hello and hi. Good morning. My name is Noor Hafiza binti Harun and my metric number is 271162. Today I will present about the strategies for increasing income in hotel business. The hotel industry has undergone a period of immense growth over the past 10 years, reaching over 500 billion in revenues. True, the hotel industry is difficult to ignore. Hoteliers should think about a lot of things in order to always exceed customer expectations and keep them coming back. Here is a list of top revenue generating ideas you can use right now to help you improve your company's hotel occupancy rates and drive bookings all years. Cost-based method. The process of setting price based on the cost of the goods and service being offered is known as cost-based pricing. The cost of an item is increased by a profit percentage or a present profit number, resulting in the price at which it will be sold. The only benefits of this strategy are that it ensures that a business will always make a profit as long as the market is adequate and unit sales satisfy expectations, and it is a straightforward approach to deliver prices. Firstly is break-even analysis and target profit pricing. Break-even pricing is another cost-focused pricing strategy. Target profit pricing is a version of this strategy. The corporation seeks to identify the price at which it will break even or make the goal profit it wants to make in break-even pricing. The concept of target pricing is based on the break-even chart, which depicts the total cost and revenue projected at certain sales value levels. Second is fixed cost. A fixed cost is one of the remains content regardless of whether the quantity of product or service produced or sold increase or decrease. Fixed costs are costs that a corporation must pay regardless of its business operation. In general, a company's overall expenses are made up of two categories of expenses, which is fixed and variable expenses. Shutdown points are frequently used to save money on fixed expenses. Companies have a variety of charges involved with their operations. Third is variable cost. A variable cost is a business expense that's influenced based on how much the organization produces or sells. Variable costs rise and fall with a company's production or sale value. They climb with increased output and fall with decreased output. Variable costs include raw materials and packaging costs in manufacturing, as well as credit card transaction fees and shipping expenditures in retail, which climb and fall with sale. A fixed cost is in contrast to a variable cost. For the last of cost-based method is cost-plus pricing. The most basic of all pricing system is cost-plus pricing, which involves adding a standard markup to the product cost. Construction companies, for example, submit work bids by calculating the overall project cost and adding a typical profit margin. Some vendors charge the cost of the item plus a present market. Next is demand-based methods. Any pricing system that leverages customer demands based on perceived value as the key factor is known as demand-based pricing. Price skimming, discrimination, and yield management, as well as price point, physically pricing, package pricing, penetration pricing, price linings, value-based pricing, job and premium pricing are all examples. Manufacturing costs, markets, condition, competition, and product quality are all relevant that influence pricing. The first is buyer-based pricing, or we call it sensitivity pricing. Adjusting to high prices when the demand is high and lower prices when the demand is low, regardless of the cost of the product or service. Value-based pricing, rather than using the seller cost, based price on the buyer's judgment of value. According to value-based pricing, a marketer cannot build a product and marketing program before deciding on a price. Before creating a marketing strategy, the price along with the other factors of the marketing mix is taken into an account. Second is psychological pricing. Psychological pricing is a pricing strategy based on the psychological impact of certain prices. The price psychology of numbers may be perplexing because it appears that individuals do not make sensible judgment. Every decision, however, is based on a rational, however flawed. Here are some of the most popular explanations for why some prices have such a large influence on consumer behaviors. Next is price lining. Price lining, also known as product line pricing, is a marketing approach in which a company prices its products based on its quality, features, or traits in order to set them apart from similar products. Simply said, price line is the act of grouping identical items into distinct pricing spans, each of which differs somewhat in terms of quality features or qualities available. The pricing groups generally start inexpensive and rise in price. And the last one is negotiation. Negotiation is a technique for resolving disagreements. It is a method of reaching a compromise or agreement while avoiding conflict and disagreement. Individuals, understandably, seek the greatest possible conclusion of their stance in every debate, or perhaps an organization they represent. The value of justice, mutual benefit, and preserving a connection, on the other hand, are critical to a successful end. It may be beneficial to take a planned strategy to negotiation in order to reach a preferred result. The last method is competition-based method. Competition-based pricing is a pricing approach that is based on price on the prices of rivals for the same or similar goods. This pricing strategy prioritizes market data above manufacturing cost plus pricing, and the perceived worth of the product, value-based pricing. As a comparison, the pricing of similar item is utilized. The company may offer its good at a higher or lower price than the benchmark. The market price or going rate is decided completely by supply and demand, and things are sold at that price. For this method, it only have one, which is competition-oriented pricing. A company's price is established depending on the price of its rival in a competition-oriented pricing strategy. A company's pricing is determined by its current rival pricing. The business then assesses the worth of its goods and services. Following this is the key stage of pricing the product higher, cheaper, or on par with competitors, into an account the predicted responses from competitors. This pricing strategy is easier to implement than other policies such as demand pricing, since reliable market data is not required. Distributors will benefit from this technique as well, as they are already familiar with items in that price stage.